What is up, everyone? I'm Ryan from Fireside Yankees, and in today's video, we're recapping the Yankees' 4-2 win over the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, in the pregame show with Alex and I, we talked about the importance of getting out, having Gerrit Cole go out there and shove, going out there and getting a series win. When you're entering a series in the regular season, all you got to do is win it, right? If you do that, you're going to win plenty of games this year. The Yankees are now 4-2 on the season, and quite frankly, they've looked like a pretty good team early on. Small sample size, of course, so we're not going to sit here and start, tearing off teams in the not even the first week of the year. But so far, so good for this team. Let's start off with the pitching side of the ball. Gerrit Cole got the start today, and Gerrit Cole looked phenomenal. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. Was the command perfect? No. But was the swing and miss stuff there when it needed to be? Absolutely. He struggled to get strikeouts a little bit in the middle of that outing, but then at the end, he really turned it up. Gerrit Cole now on the year has 2 stellar outings. I think this is important for him to get off to a good start. We've seen multiple times in that outing that he was challenged. He was put in a situation where the umpire missed a call, or, he was just unfortunate to be in that situation, and he was able to fight through it. The Phillies were fighting off pitches. It's not like they were going up there and just swinging and missing at everything. You felt like in the Giants game, the Giants kind of made it easy for Gerrit Cole. If he threw it in the strike zone, they weren't going to swing and make contact. Then in this Phillies game, they swung and they made contact, but a lot of it was foul balls, weak contact. It wasn't anything solid. Gerrit Cole, in terms of average exit velocity against, it was 88.3 miles an hour today. Overall, he just looked excellent, and I'm really encouraged by what we saw from Gerrit Cole today. Just continues to put together an excellent season. This is an excellent pitcher who should be treated as such. Following him was Jonathan Loaizaga, who his one blemish was just an absolute rocket given up to Kyle Schwarber. It was a changeup hanging, and he just crushed it. Outside of that, he did surrender one of Cole's runs, but at that point, you're just trying to get out of the inning. You don't really care about preventing that one single run, so you'll take a fly ball there, you'll take a ground ball, whatever it may be. But I think he did a good job of keeping the Yankees from melting down there, which is important. They really could have let that game get away from them there. And then after Jonathan Loaizaga was Clay Holmes, who was cerebral. He came in, 1 inning pitched, 3 strikeouts, the only 3 batters he faced. He had a really bad outing to start the year. He got slapped around by the San Francisco Giants, but safe to say the stuff looks gross. And I'm not really concerned about Clay Holmes. I'm not concerned about this bullpen. I'm not concerned about this pitching staff, quite frankly, because this team has pitched really well. Really, the 2 games you look at as blemishes are the second game against the Phillies and the second game against the Giants, right? Outside of that, the Yankees have shut down the opposition on the pitching side of the ball. So, early on, the Yankees pitchings looked really good. A lot of nasty stuff early. Just, you love to see it. The Yankees were able to just go from Cole to Loaizaga to Holmes. That's exactly how you plan things out. Now, this won't really matter for tomorrow because the game was postponed. We were supposed to go travel to Baltimore for the Orioles home opener. However, due to inclement weather, that game will be canceled. So there will not be a game tomorrow. It'll be moved to Friday. So everyone's going to be rested for that game. And then if you look at the lineup, offensively, the guy who stands out is Gleyber Torres. Now, I'm going to get to Gleyber in a second. I want to highlight some other guys first, most notably DJ LeMahieu, who rocketed a double into the gap. Had a walk, is hitting 300, OPS is over 1,000. He's looked good to start the year. Aaron Judge had a hit, Anthony Rizzo had a hit, Judge also had a walk with his hit. Oswaldo Cabrera had a double and a walk. Franchi Cordero had a hit. And Jose Trevino hit what I think was the biggest home hit of the game. It was a 2-run shot off of Gregory Soto that ended up being the difference today. Had he not hit that home run, the Yankees are going to extra innings right now, or in the bottom of the 9th, God knows. But that home run was huge. Trevino has hit pretty well to start the year. He's hitting over 300 with an OPS over 800. Obviously, you're not expecting offense out of Trevino. You're not expecting a lot of offense out of Trevino, but he does give you some good at-bats at times. He does make a lot of contact, and that does serve to be pretty beneficial, especially in an at-bat like that where he just fought off a bunch of pitches from a wild Gregory Soto, and he got a hold of a slider, and that ended up being the difference. So great at-bat from Trevino. I think that, if you're the New York Yankees, you'll take whatever offense you can get from the catching position. And then, of course, Gleyber Torres, who's been the Yankees MVP to start the year. 3 hits on the day, a double, 2 RBIs. He had the first 2 RBIs of the game for the Yankees. He's on a different level right now. He looks incredible. He stole 2 bases today. He's up to 5 steals in the season. He looks incredible. The bat, he's hammering the baseball. He had a 103 mile an hour double in the gap against Sir Anthony Dominguez, over the left fielder's head. He had a couple of singles in there. Torres had a 93 mile an hour single, and then he had he just had an incredible day. Yes, you're not expecting him to hit 400 on the season, but, Gleyber Torres was someone who's surrounded with trade rumors, surrounded with uncertainty about his long-term future with the New York Yankees, and he's proving a lot of people wrong. There are a lot of people who have called him lazy, who have said he doesn't work hard, who have labeled him as one of the problems with the New York Yankees, and quite frankly, I think that's silly. I think that's an unbelievably inaccurate depiction of what Gleyber Torres is for the New York Yankees. He's one of the best hitters on the team. He's one of the best position players on this team, and the Yankees need him, right? The Yankees are going to need him this year, and if he can stay consistent, if he can avoid that long slump that he had last year in August, he'll have some really nice numbers at the end of the year. Again, he's running the bases well. He leads the team in stolen bases. He's hitting the ball really hard. Everything's just clicking right now for Gleyber Torres, and he's also taking a lot of really good swings. He's making good swing decisions, which you love to see. He's not striking out a lot. He's working his walks. He's not expanding the strike zone too much. He's doing all the things you want Gleyber Torres to go out there and do, and I'm, again, really encouraged by what we saw from him today. But with that being said, the Yankees, again, just a really good series, a really well-played series for the New York Yankees. I'd say they kind of had control over this series for all of but one game. The teams played well. The teams hit well. The teams pitched well. Overall, I couldn't be more happy. The final line for the Yankees, they had 9 hits. They had 3 walks. So you're on base 12 times. I'd say that's pretty good. And, of course, holding the Phillies down to just 5 hits and 3 walks, or hold them to just 8 base runners. You won the base running advantage. You win the home run advantage, or you tied the home run advantage, and you had some clutch hits from Gleyber Torres. That's really the best way to put today's game. And a big thing, another thing for me, too, is the Yankees were able to get 3 runs off of Aaron Nola, who's an excellent pitcher, right? They were able to get the job done against a really big pitcher, and Gerrit Cole was able to outduel a very good pitcher. So this isn't a win where the Yankees had Gerrit Cole and another team was throwing out their 5, and the Yankees, it took them a while to figure out that starter. The Yankees put out their ace, and the Phillies put out what could be considered their ace, and our ace won. Our ace outdueled Nola. Our ace was just better today, and our offense was just better today, and our team was just better today. So overall, just a really quality win for the New York Yankees. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for checking us out. You guys have been great with the support lately. We really appreciate you guys tuning into our daily podcast, to our post-game recaps, to our pre-game shows, analysis videos, all of that stuff. We've got you guys covered with everything related to the New York Yankees. And of course, you guys can follow me on Twitter at Ryan Garcia ESM. If you want to see the articles I'm putting out about the Yankees and your other favorite New York sports teams, make sure to check out Empire Sports Media. And if you guys want to play on a fantasy app, make sure to download Underdog Fantasy. We have a lot of things going on. We're going to be putting out content where we're trying to check, trying to beat the projections, or trying to, go either higher or lower. A link is in the description so you guys can sign up using our code Fireside. And if you guys use that code, you'll get a 100% match in your deposit up to $100. So again, thank you guys so much for your support. You guys have been great. We'll see you guys in the next episode. I'm Ryan Garcia from Fireside Yankees. Stay hot, Yankee fans. Peace out.